York shooting their first free throws of the night.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Ntilikina.
And Frank Ntilikina, out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
Now here's Levine. And Holiday kicks to Dunn. For the three. Mirotic's shot is off.
And this is really good defensive pressure, whether he gets the block or not.
No, Greg, you're absolutely right. This is strong defense. It's about making the shooter feel uneasy, and that's what he did.
Done with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Porzingis passes to Hernan Gomez.
You know, and that was a nice find by KP. He saw the open man. He was on time, on target with the pass. Perfect. How about Willie Hernan Gomez, right? The Spanish player comes over for his rookie year in 2017. He has certainly showed flashes. This guy has got legit size, and he's only going to improve as he gets comfortable.
Levine kicks to Holiday. To the left side wing. They need this, and Levine lays it in. Levine's got his second basket.
I'll tell you, Levine's a guard, but he has the quickness, the hops. He's difficult to stop in there.
And for Hernan Gomez, actually was brought in at the request of his frontline mate, Porzingis. Hernan Gomez, Doris still finding his way, but has a solid foundation.
Well, I think, Kevin, you can see the footwork and awareness on the offensive end are both solid. One big area for him to improve, though, Kev, would be his play on the defensive end. He's shown that he can handle steady minutes and be a contributor, but that's got to be better.
Now here's Levine. Lopez a screen. Levine dishes to Lopez. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Boy, strong finish inside by Lopez, absorbing the hit. Nice concentration there.
Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what, Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. Number 1, the Bulls. In third, the Knicks.
And this is a battle today between two teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second chance opportunities.
And the first one drops. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
Chicago making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. No good from Grant. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Baker, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Levine. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option, and understandably, Greg, they got him the rock.
And he gets it to go. Portis has got his first bucket of the night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's McDermott. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, the respect you have to have for McDermott's jump shot opens up that drive for the easy opportunity.
Outside, Levine. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. Grant outside. Clock at 6. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Well, I like the synergy, right? The ball is moving well, and they're seeing that hard work pay off.
Here's Baker. Now here's McDermott. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
Levine can't hit.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now here's Cantor. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Down low, stolen by O'Quinn. Here's Ntilikina. 8 points for him. In the corner, it's McDermott. Now Cantor. Shot off the pick. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. 1:51 left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Portis. To the right side. Markkanen kicks to Portis. Here's Baker. Guarded by Levine. New York, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 4. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
And nice to see Zach LaVine back out on the floor after seeing him lose the back half of last season to injury. Doris, that was a tough blow for him, tearing his ACL, but he hopes to have a full recovery.
Well, I think, Kev, the key piece here is sports medicine can do so much more now with the recovery of an ACL. And when Zach LaVine is healthy, with his burst and the ability in the open floor, this guy is a sight to behold.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls. He doesn't get the second one. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Grant kicks to Zipser. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
There's a screen by Cantor to the middle, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for Chicago.
And their guards have been very active on the glass. In a game like this, that it really could go either way. Extra possessions can make all the difference in the world. You like the way they're getting it done here by committee.
Here's Portis. Markkanen in the corner. He feeds it to Grant. To the inside. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Grant. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Passes it to Kuzminskis. But they get it back. Cantor, stolen by Grant. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Grant the pass to Zipser. Grant up top. Out left to the wing. Holiday with the three. It's rebounded by New York. McDermott, no one around him, and the Knicks miss again. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Bulls as they end the first quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And we'll return shortly. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Chicago leading. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We got Doug McDermott, Baker out there with Ntilikina. Then there's Noah, and it's Kuzminskas in a power forward position.
There are not that many bigs who have Joakim Noah's court vision and court sense. That is unselfishness personified.
Grant kicks to Zipser. Screened by Grant, and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Ntilikina. The Knicks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Kuzminskas in the corner. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he could knock it down, and he does.
Here's Grant. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. Doris, you've watched the game of basketball develop over the years, but it seems like over the past 5 seasons, there's been a real shift in what is considered a good shot. Talk about that.
Well, there was a moment in last year's finals where Steph Curry is leading a transition opportunity where it's a 3-on-2, and normally you are taught, go get a layup. Well, Steph had Kevin Durant in front of him, and instead of passing to KD, he stops and shoots a pull-up 3. The three-pointer and playing with pace are the most extreme differences in this year's NBA.
The pull-up 3 really took a lot of focus, I thought, this past playoff season, didn't you?
Oh, I agree. And it's incredible the freedom that these guys have to go ahead and pull the trigger. Now, whether that's analytics-based, Kevin, or whether it's just the skill level changing of the players, that's an interesting question.
Over to the left wing. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Zipser, the pass to Markkanen. Grant in the post.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Hardaway, how he did last season. Averaged about 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit. Well, Jeff Hornacek was chosen to be the head coach of the New York Knicks with the understanding that the triangle offense would be part of the system put in place. Now with the change in the front office, that is no longer the case, guys.
And New York making a change here. Lee's checked in. Noah with a screen on Mirotic. Inside. And that one's good by Noah. Noah's got his first basket.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Dunn kicks to Mirotic. Now Here's Dunn. Not a lot of room. Grant. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's the break. And a wide open look for Lee. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Knicks lead. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
The Knicks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Fifth, Porzingis.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Dunn dishes to Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lopez has got 5.
You know, so easy to admire the way he works at close range. Lopez showing that nice soft touch.
They set the pick. Here's Baker. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Grant outside. Porzingis with the steal. And Dunn over to help. Noah with a screen for Lee. Shot from free throw range. And again, it's New York.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Dunn passes to Mirotic. And here is Dunn. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Porzingis with the steal. Lee with the ball. Baker kicks to Porzingis. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game. Hernangomez is checked in for New York. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Levine's checked in for Jaren Grant. And so it's New York with it. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Porzingis with a screen on Levine. 6 to shoot. And Hardaway gets it to go. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Mirotic kicks to Holiday. Out to the right wing. The feed now to Dunn. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets.
Outside Hardaway. Hardaway sets a screen for Lee. Back to Hardaway. Got a piece of it. Dunn dishes to Mirotic. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Mirotic has got it back down to within single digits for the Bulls.
Well, think about Zach LaVine suffering that ACL tear last season, guys. He then gets sent to the Bulls in the Jimmy Butler trade. Certainly that's a lot to deal with. Let's hope he can flourish in his new surroundings.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Right side Holiday. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight. And for Levine, everything was up for him across the board. Doris, you knew he had the athleticism, but don't you see the skills now have caught up with that in short time?
I don't think there's any question, Kev. It's amazing how quickly his shot has progressed. With his burst and shooting, he's now a nightmare to guard. This guy's a great all-around talent who is only getting better.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks. They set the pick. Hardaway passes to Hernangomez. That one misses. Good D by Lopez. Mirotic dishes to Levine. And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. Kept alive, so the wing on the left. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Levine against Hardaway. And it's blocked by Mirotic. They recover it. Hernan Gomez, no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
And Hardaway gets it to go. Chicago calls timeout. You know, Doris, when it comes to leadership, there are so many different ways to do it, different ways of leading among the players who are some of the more vocal leaders out there. Who do you have circled?
You know, I think leadership sometimes, Kevin, requires that you make your teammates uncomfortable, and that's not always easy to do. So the two guys that come to mind for me are both Chris Paul and LeBron James. One, they're going to hold themselves to an incredibly high standard. And unless you're willing to do that, it's hard to bring everybody with you. So in terms of leadership, the guys I like watching the most right now in the current NBA are both Chris Paul and LeBron James.
Great examples.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Chicago shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Lopez.
Robin Lopez, the prototypical lunch pail player. He brings so much skill, able to create some offense when his number is called.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. There's a screen by Cantor. On the wing, Lee fires the three. Another shot pass to Ntilikina. Hardaway with a wide open look. That three off the mark. Bulls trail by 7. Outside, Levine. And it's done in the corner. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Puts it up from 15. And that one comes up a bit short. New York leading by 7. Moving it up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, he's in there battling, and Willie likes contact, doesn't back down, draws the foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, we call this, Kevin, high IQ and good instincts for the game. And these things Willie relies on to succeed at this level.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. He hits both from the stripe. And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 9 points. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Portis. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Portis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, just staying alert. Great setup that time by Levine.
McDermott passes to Hardaway. Cantor with a screen on Levine. Off the pick, and Cantor throws it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
Dunn kicks to Mirotic. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mirotic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Chris Dunn's passing ability was ready-made for the NBA.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Knicks have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Now here's Dunn. In the corner, it's Levine. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
Chicago making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Paul Zipser in for Mirotic. The Knicks leading by 8. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the pick. Outside Hardaway. Pick by O'Quinn. Pass to Ntilikina. The Knicks rebound. Here's Cantor. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Cantor's got 6 points.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10-point lead. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. With an excellent team performance in the second quarter, they were able to push ahead, scoring easily and defending with a lot more intensity, pushing out to a 10-point lead here at the half. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team, keeping those turnovers down. That's the big factor.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy from deep in the second half, or they're going to have a hard time coming back.
That about...
The skyline of Midtown Manhattan so beautifully lit up tonight as we welcome you back to New York City. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Great performance by Courtney Lee.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well, didn't you get the sense, Greg, that this entire team fed off his energy? His remarkable effort on the defensive end really triggered this group.
Bulls trail by 10. Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Dunn and Levine, they're back to it. Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. And it's Holiday in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Levine dishes to Dunn. To the wing on the left. Here's Mirotic. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Lopez kicks to Mirotic. And it's in there. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
New York leading by 7. Lee outside. Lets it go with a 3. No good on that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Dunn kicks to Levine. He dishes it to Mirotic. Outside, Levine. Back to Mirotic. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist in this one. New York shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Back to Porzingis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. And last year, the Bulls, Greg, just didn't threaten anyone from outside.
I think a big problem has just been personnel. You know, some of the guys they brought in as shooters just really haven't panned out, and that lack of shooting from deep is why this offense can grow stagnant at times.
The inside, guarded by Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hernan Gomez, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
That's one thing about Willie. He has no trouble being aggressive, particularly when operating close.
And what was a wild ride of an offseason for the Knicks ultimately results in a regime change.
Yeah, I mean, players butting heads with executives, and when it came down to it, things just needed to change. If the Knicks picked the Zen Master over Porzingis, fans might have rioted in New York City, and hopefully the franchise can kind of start to right the ship.
Hardaway against Levine. Now here's Hardaway. He's guarded closely. Here's Hernan Gomez.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Lee, how he did last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And those numbers solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Bulls trail by 7. Free throw line jump shot. Levine can't hit. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Hardaway. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Jr. not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
First one falls for him. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Outside Holiday. Holiday with another miss.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. A different look for New York. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Kuzminskis comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Baker in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Grant the pass to Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Doris, when you watch Porzingis on the defensive end of the floor, it's just jaw-dropping. The ground he can cover and the way he challenges at the rim can change the way a team chooses to attack him.
I agree, because he provides so much in terms of rim protection and weak side help. It's a huge boost to any defense. This guy can be one of the best shot blockers in the league. Does an incredible job switching with his length and speed.
Paul Zipser, he's checked in for Grant. Kuzminskis in the corner. The offensive rebound. And that one's good by Noah.
That's a big-time offensive rebound and conversion. The passion of Noah on display again.
Levine kicks to Zipser. second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Well, as we all know, Greg, a season to forget last year for Joakim Noah.
Ended up only playing in just over half the games due to a knee injury. Glad to see Noah back out on the floor, and he's looking to kind of put last season behind him and get a fresh start.
I'll tell you, 13th pick in the 2014 draft. Levine still with plenty of upside.
Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Noah the screen. Now the pass to Baker. Buries it from three-point range.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Bulls trail by 10. Levine kicks to Holiday. To the left side wing. Zipser, the pass to Holiday. 6 to shoot. They set the screen. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
You simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
And that one drops for him. And 12 points for Zach LaVine.
Tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by LaVine.
Porzingis kicks to Baker. Noah the screen. Shot off the screen. The Knicks rebound. Here's Kuzminskis. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Kuzminskis has got 10.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
Levine kicks to Zipser. Back to Levine. And Holiday has it in the corner. Bulls moving the ball around. There's the screen. Fires from deep. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Levine.
The ability of Levine, it's eye-popping on certain nights.
Passes it to Porzingis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Zipser's got his third rebound tonight. Levine kicks to Portis. And they're moving it up. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Dunn's checked in. Offensive rebound. Here's Noah. Here's Porzingis. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Cantor, he's checked in for the Knicks. Well, for the last 2 decades, there have been a lot of big men coming from Europe who have been tagged as the next Dirk. A lot of lofty expectations to live up to. But Porzingis, Doris, Porzingis seems to be one who is answering that call.
Well, I think Porzingis certainly on his way to being as beloved as Dirk is, both here and back in Europe. And the reason you like the comparison, both are size and skill combined. And they have praised each other in the past. A little bit of a mutual admiration society.
Puts it up from 12. Bucket is good. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Porzingis not going to float like a butterfly. He's looking to go to work on the interior.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And for so long, the Bulls really were synonymous with the best defensive teams in the league. But as a team, they've started to slip the last few years. It's something that has been lost while this team kind of retools for the future.
And New York making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Holman here now for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some information from the Bulls' head athletic trainer. And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you for the update. I know we're all interested in what his status is.
And it might be a tough road back for him. I mean, but one thing's for sure, he will be back.
Well, we know this. The guy's a fighter. I'm sure nobody's more disappointed than he is to have to go through this. But I am sure this guy will work every day to get back as quick as possible.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. And it used to be you could pencil in the Bulls as a top 10 defensive team by most metrics in any given year. But, Greg, the last few seasons, they've just been middle of the pack.
And, you know, over the history of this team, they've always been at their best when they played great defense. You go back to those Jordan years where they were marked by exceptional defense. This last group, led by Derrick Rose, similarly built on a defensive-minded philosophy. Let's just see if they get back to their roots with this new push.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
New York leading by 4. Pass to Kuzminskis. Picked by O'Quinn. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
You know, I think if you look back at what has caused the Knicks' shortcomings the last few seasons, it's got to be on the defensive end, right? You can't protect the rim except for Kristaps Porzingis. Near the bottom in defensive efficiency, all not good.
And for the Knicks, it certainly passes the eye test to say their problems come on the defensive end.
Oh, I mean, there's no doubt. It's a problem they know they need to address, and they've tried to bring in defenders because it's been such a weakness. It has to be a total culture shift, though, to me as well, Kev. Defense has got to be a priority for the organization.
Feeds to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Pass to Kuzminskis. Right side Hardaway. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Outside Hardaway. They set the pick. Pass to Ntilikina. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Kuzminskis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kuzminskis has got 15.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Markkanen kicks to Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. There's the pass to Zipser. Here's Portis. That one no good. Excellent D from Cantor. New York leading by 5. Picked by O'Quinn. The shot's good from Cantor. He's got 8.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And looking now at some numbers for Dud. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 3 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And clearly he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Right, because everyone gets out of rhythm on occasion. It feels harder than it should be, but you've just got to keep working.
Lee's checked in for Kuzminskis. Lopez, he's checked in for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Zach LaVine.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Hardaway kicks to Cantor. And it's denied.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
And that one's good. Zipser.
Boy, that was a good kick out for the assist. Finding his open teammate on the outside.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 8. Kicks it to O'Quinn. This is to Cantor. good there.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Knicks lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep competing, guys. Keep competing. Hey, we made the extra pass all quarter. Great job. Great job. Keep that movement out there. All right, keep attacking, guys. Every time we get into the paint, something good's happening.
Fred Hoiberg smelling blood. Loves what they've been able to do offensively around the rim.
I think they found a weakness in the D. Want to keep pounding on it and at least until some kind of adjustment is made by the opponent.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. Then it's Lee. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. They set the pick. Here's Zipser. Off the mark and a bad shot there. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Ntilikina. He kicks it to O'Quinn. Lee against Mirotic. Back to O'Quinn. New York keeps it going. A new 24-second clock. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
And the Bulls making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Picked by O'Quinn. There's the dish to Hardaway. They set the pick. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 7. Lopez dishes to Dunn. Back to Lopez. Over Hernan Gomez. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Ntilikina. Puts up a 3. And the Knicks miss again. Holiday, the pass to Dunn. It's rebounded by New York. Hernan Gomez has got his 6th rebound on the night. The shot's good from O'Quinn. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Dunn misses.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Boy, what great speed he's got, Greg. Just phenomenal work getting all the way to the cup in transition.
To the inside. Here's Markkanen, and he gets the bucket.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Floats one up. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got 6 in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Markkanen kicks to Lopez. Stolen by O'Quinn. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
And the Knicks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. Levine's checked in. Dunn dishes to Levine. It's tipped.
Oh, that's a big-time contest. Willie, not a high flyer, but knows how to position himself.
The shot's good.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
Here's Lopez. Now done. Back to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Lets it fly. Not enough on that one as it misses. New York with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. There's Lee with the three. Mirajic grabs the miss. Mirajic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Levine kicks to Mirajic. It's rebounded by New York. And Gomez has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Lee, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you look at Courtney Lee, a consistent presence at the shooting guard spot. You know, Doris, you know what you're going to get out of him from night to night.
There's real value in understanding you're going to get a tough defender, a guy who can space the floor on the offensive end, and he's not shy about doing the dirty work, Kev. He'll dig in and do the little things that help you win ball games.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, you know, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Bulls trail by 13. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
Pass to Porzingis. New York moving it around. Screen by Porzingis. Back to Hernan Gomez. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirajic.
And when this guy's aggressive offensively, Willie can make things happen. He'll go to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise, always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Dunn kicks to Portis. Now, here's Dunn, guarded by Porzingis. Portis. It's deflected, and they get it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and it won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
Dunn kicks to Lopez. Now the feed to Dunn. Back to Portis. And no good. New York leading by 14. The drive by Lee. Pass to Ntilikina. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
That's good from Dunn on the assist by Holiday.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Ntilikina to the right side. There's a screen. Porzingis inside. Lopez is there.
Very tough to affect the shot of Porzingis without leaving your feet. And KP, because of that, has the ability to keep them off balance.
Mirajic is checked in for Chicago. Or as it seems like individual all-star and MVP voting is heavily influenced by how players' teams perform. Is that a good thing?
Well, I will say this, Kevin. I have a vote in some of the postseason awards. And if, in fact, I've got 2 players at the same position and I need some line of demarcation to separate one from another, a team's win-loss record may influence that. Now, you might say it's unfair, but sometimes the difference between a player making it and not making it is minuscule. I would say this to you, Kevin. I would like to see all-star teams go out to 15 players as opposed to 12, There are 3 teams, first, second, and third, all NBA. Why not have 15 guys on the All-Star team?
Excellent idea.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Nice shot by Portis.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
The Knicks leading by 14. Outside Hardaway. Lee against Holiday. Lee passes to Porzingis. Here's Ntilikina. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Knicks lead by 16.
You got to honor Ntilikina from mid-range. He is a quick decision maker who will cash in if you give him space.
Inside, here's Porzingis, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Zach LaVine. And there is perhaps no more of a loyal fan base, Doris, in all of sports than the fans of the New York Knicks.
Well, I grew up a New York Knicks fan, and most of us are complete diehards. The city of New York has always been in love with the New York Knickerbockers.
Here's Portis. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Herman Gomez has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Knicks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
I'll tell you, Kevin, this is the rare 7-footer who excels at the free throw line. Porzingis is not the guy you want to foul.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Kuzminskis comes in for Ntilikina. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Baker in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Mirotic kicks to Grant. And nothing is falling for him right now. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Porzingis kicks to Baker. New York moving it around. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Kuzminskis. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Zipser, the pass to Mirotic. Here's Zipser. Right through the D for the layup. 16 seconds left in the game. And here's Porzingis. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
and you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.